Alright, Shaq Talk Stocks. We back another day, another video. Alright, so this one gonna be for all my new artists out there. I know a lot of people out there are rappers. Everybody wanna be a rapper. Everybody wanna be an artist, a singer, whatever. I'm gonna actually tell you today how the music industry is just like the stock market. It's all a game, right? Now, the goal when you buy a stock is because you want a return on your investment, right? You either want to double, or let's say you buy something for $50, you want to get back at least $75 and something on top of it. Now, these artists, let's just read the title. Charlamagne the God claims Kanye West owes Big Sean $3 million. Now, artists like Big Sean, right? The reason these guys are considered stock, and even Kanye West, but we're going to talk about Big Sean being signed to Kanye West. The reason the music industry and these artists are considered stock is because just like a stock, you call it securities, these guys have what? Security. And the reason for that is to protect the investment of the investor, which is the label. Let's say Atlantic, you get signed to Atlantic, Universal, Good Music, who's also signed under a parent label, let's say Warner. The goal of these labels is to protect their investment long enough so that it can get a return, right? Now, let me break down what selling your soul is. Now, Big Sean, right? Big Sean came out in 2008. He popped in 2011, but he was signed already since 2008 by Kanye West, right? Now, let me break down what selling your soul is. Selling your soul is not the devil coming out the ground and grabbing your foot, making you sign a contract. Selling your soul is signing a contract knowing that you're compromised, but you just want the riches and the fame, or what you perceive to be riches. Now, Big Sean, I'm sure he didn't read his first contract, or he wouldn't be complaining about how he's owed $3 million from Kanye, right? So, the job of the labels, this is for all the young artists out there, before you step in the puddle and you don't know, the job of the label is for you to keep the lights on in their building another month, okay? Just like if you go watch Drink Champs with Noriega and Waka Flocka, Nori told a story about how Leo Cohen's took him to his mansion in over Park Avenue in New York and said, "You like this place?" Nori said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, well, stay hot because you're keeping the lights on this month." That's all it is. Your stock. The way you stay, keep your stock value high, just like if you buy some General Mills stock, is to put out hot records, concerts, stay in the news. You and your PR team do a PR stunt. These are the ways that you stay hot and keep your stock up. You keep your value up. Like I always tell you guys, it's all about value. And these labels know that. The more your value, the more valuable an artist is, the more money the artist makes, the better the stock is. Now, Kanye West, he signed Big Sean to Good Music, and Big Sean gave him a lot of good music. Like his first album. I bought the album. Great album. I forgot the damn name of the album, but good album. First album. I was a big Sean fan back in 2011 when he popped. My Last with Chris Brown, all that. Now, Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay, all that. Now, Kanye West, he gave him a bad deal. And because Big Sean, I'm pretty sure, didn't know the business. And like I say, when you don't know the business, a lot of you new artists don't know the business. You go sign anything. You say you sign a deal for $10,000, not knowing nothing about publishing, not knowing nothing about masters. What's that, Shaq? What's publishing? What's masters? All these are terms that you're going to need to know, because before you sign, you're signing away your life, because you're signing away your likeness, your image. You're signing away everything in one shot without knowing what you're signing. Because the music industry, just like stocks, it's a game. It's a business. Jay-Z understands that the best out of all these artists. That's why he's jerked, but he's not jerked as bad as these guys. Like Kanye West got jerked on his first deal, I'm sure. Then he jerked Big Sean on his deal. Remember, the music industry is like stock. When you sign, you're now property of the label, and your job is to keep your stock and your value high. If that doesn't happen, they can either liquidate that stock by dropping you off the label, or neutralizing that stock. I'll let you figure out what the other term means, the latter means. But this is basically what's going on right now with this $3 million that Big Sean owes him. And this is how the music industry is just like the stock market game. It's all about value, and return on investment, ROI. If you didn't know, remember your Uncle Shaq told you. If you're a young artist, you come across this video, thank God, because I can probably just save your life and your likeness and your publishing. Go look up all these stuff. Look up what your masters is. A lot of y'all out here selling y'all records to iTunes, putting it on Spotify, getting a percentage cut out of it, and don't even know what you're signing because you just want to be hot like Big Sean, right? And that's what you don't want. You want to keep all the money or most of it because you're the talent, but you shouldn't only be the talent. In the words of Nipsey Hussle, you should also be the manager of the talent. In other words, managing yourself. Who's your manager? A lot of these guys, they get managers from the label, and then the managers is friends with the lawyer that they get from the label. So everybody in cahoots talking about your career behind your back without you knowing, and they playing you for a fool, and that's how you lose $3 million. Big Sean been signed what, 10 years, and he put out a lot of good music on Good Music, and he's still getting jerked. Kanye West just put his whole contract online. You could go look up his contract. It's like 100 and some pages. Reading is fundamental. That's why you need to read, but you need to also comprehend, like I always say. You got to know what you're reading and understand what you're reading. But that's just my little quick advice. Shaq Talk Stocks. How the music industry and the stock market is pretty much one and the same.